There is a problem in the high level world. It's not a huge problem, it's just a little bit of an issue. And it's something that, as you're pursuing your goals, you need to consider how it affects you. Here's the problem: many people, when they're first introduced to the high level operating system, they're told it's a business opportunity and you can sell GHL. GHL being the acronym for Go High Level, the web address for high level. Or you should sell missed call text back. Here's MCTP, TP. Or you should sell voice AI agents, or you should sell reputation management, or you should sell social media posting or email marketing. All of these are tools. And the problem is all the questions about how do I sell missed call text back, how do I sell voice AI agents, are all thinking about your problem from your perspective. As an agent, as an agency who uses high level as our product offering, our problem is how do we sell it? But the customer doesn't care about our problem. The customer cares about their problem. Instead of thinking about it from a product-centric perspective, how do I sell my thing? We need to be thinking from the customer-centric perspective. What does the customer need? What problem can I solve for this person? The only way to make a no-brainer offer for that person is to offer something that person that solves a problem that person has. That person doesn't have a how do I buy missed call text back from you problem that literally doesn't exist in their world. They might in fact have a I'm missing calls problem, but they don't have a problem of I haven't bought missed call text back from Keith. I haven't bought missed call text back from you. That's not their problem. Their problem is they're missing phone calls. So Devin Tracy describes a no-brainer offer as an offer that the customer would feel stupid saying no to. You can make the exact same offer to two different people. The person who has that problem, it's like, thank you, you're finally here to help me solve my problem. This other person who doesn't have the problem, you make the same statement to them and they go, that's only slightly more than mildly interesting. It's a no-brainer offer for this person because they would feel stupid if they said no. It's not a no-brainer offer for this person, and it's the exact same offer. This person doesn't have the problem, therefore it's irrelevant to them. With high level, you can offer many different things to many different people. And the reason all of us are being told niche down or niche down, pick a niche, and I'm deliberately pronouncing niche both ways, is when you pick a niche and you talk to a particular audience, you help yourself avoid the bright shiny object syndrome. Instead of saying, I can offer anything out of the high level package to anyone who happens to be interested, now they have to raise their hand and come to you and say, can you solve this problem? Where when you say, this is the problem I solve, and I solve it for a person that fits in this category, the person who identifies themselves in that category will now know that this is the solution you have to solve their problem. If you don't do that, then all of the things that high level does and all of the people could possibly serve, you just blend in with the rest of the crowd, people like me who are, how do I sell the platform? You differentiate yourself by not offering the platform. You differentiate yourself by solving a problem that is the customer's problem. You just happen to use the platform as part of it. High level is a hammer, but it's not just any hammer. It's like 7 different hammers. The only thing it's not is an ads. It's ball peen hammer, it's a claw hammer, it's a framer's hammer, it's a mason's hammer, it's a roofing hammer, it's a sledgehammer. And depending on who you're talking to, all or none of those tools might matter. So if you're talking to an electrician and you say, I have a sledgehammer, your offer is irrelevant to them. If you talk to a framer, they need the framing hammer and they probably do need the sledgehammer. If you're talking to a mason and you say, here's my sledgehammer, that's not relevant. If you're talking to a carpenter, they need a finishing hammer, but they don't need the mason's hammer and they don't need the electrician's hammer. With HighLevel, I have a framework. I call it the 9 business models. Business model 0 is everybody who's using HighLevel to do things in their business. These are the customers that we are helping implement HighLevel. But the we in that sentence, those of us who have some form or flavor of HighLevel agency, the fact is, and this is where the core of the problem comes from, is because HighLevel can do so many things, it can also be used many different ways. And so it depends on how you want to, who you want to serve, who the customer is, and how you want to use HighLevel to solve their problem, which of the 9 business models it makes sense to you for you to use, and some variation of any of the 9, because it can, none of these are like, this is the definition of the thing. Each of these 9 business models is a general framework. It's not a thing in and of itself. So business model 1 is the pure affiliate. This is someone who has an audience and they say, oh, by the way, I use HighLevel and you should try it out. And people occasionally sign up. And when they sign up, then that affiliate gets an ongoing recurring commission. The value-added affiliate has a similar kind of model, except that they're specifically saying, when you sign up using my affiliate link, this is the bonuses, this is the package, these are the assets that I'm bringing to you with as a thank you for signing up, but as a way to make sure that you get value out of your signature, your sign up. Business models 3, 4, 5, and 6 are the agency models. These are the HighLevel agency is using HighLevel themselves, and they have clients that they're using HighLevel to serve the client. On the spectrum, on the continuum from 6 to 3, the client is using more or less of business, is more or less using the platform themselves. So in business model 6, the agency is doing marketing services for them. This is the marketing agency model, the traditional copywriting, graphic design, web design, SEO agency they do things and the customer knows that it's working because the customer's phone is ringing, the customer's emails are pinging, people are ordering. But the customer isn't using HighLevel themselves. The agency is using HighLevel to service the customer. In business model 5, I call it a marketing partner. It's the next level of integration. In business model 6, the client is informed about what's going on. In business model 5, the client is involved in what's going on. So in business model 5, the marketing agency is doing the same kinds of things, but they're acting more as an outsourced marketing department as part of the company, as opposed to they're doing their thing and the company's doing its thing and things are happening. Business model 3, SaaS, is all the way to the other end of the spectrum, where the client company, the business model 0 user of HighLevel, is hands-on, do-it-yourself, doing their own marketing, and they're using the HighLevel platform as part of how they do their own marketing and how they do their normal routine business conversations within their business. These are the businesses that are absolutely using HighLevel to do their own to do their invoicing, for example. But like this pure affiliate model, it's a little bit, it can end up being hands off on the part of the part of the HighLevel agency. It can be, here's your subscription to my white label of HighLevel, and oh, by the way, my white label of HighLevel has this set of assets that come with it, which is the value added component. And my service is making sure it all keeps running. But what you do with it is you, the business model zero, the client company. SaaS is the gray area between pure SaaS and the marketing partner. In SaaS, there's a ongoing with a so in software as a service, the service is keeping the software running. In software with a service, the service is keeping the software running, yes, but also executing marketing activities, the database reactivations, the reputation management campaign, those kinds of marketing activities that are using the platform to execute marketing on behalf of the client company. And servicing all 6 of those, pure affiliate, value-added affiliate, SaaS, SWAS, marketing partner, marketing agency, are business model 7, 8, and 9. Business model 9 is coders, developers, people who are writing additional software, which are either expanding the capability of HighLevel with an additional integration with an additional software, or they're writing apps to go in the HighLevel app marketplace that allow HighLevel to do something different, or to plug a hole that HighLevel has left in a gap in the way the operating system is operating. Business model 8 are agencies who are helping other agencies or the business model 0 clients use HighLevel. So they do white label onboarding, they do training programs, they do technical support, they provide help desk services. That's business model 8. Business model 7 is like this: is coaching, advising, teaching. How do you use HighLevel? And some of those, the people you teach is the client companies that are the end users, and some of them are the HighLevel agencies. So the point of all of those 9 business models is those are the hammers. Those are the claw hammer, the ball peen hammer, the framer's hammer, the mason's hammer, the nail gun versus the jackhammer versus the sledgehammer. Any of those is a valid is a hammer, but you don't sell the sledgehammer to the electrician. You don't sell the roofing hammer to the framer. Similarly, you don't sell business model 8 to, I'm going to come up with a bad example. If you're business model 9, you don't go out to the local grocery store and ask them if they want you to build, they want you to build software for their HighLevel. They don't even have HighLevel, right? They're not your target market. If you're a business, that's a really good example. If you're a business model 9 and your product is apps for the app marketplace, apps for other HighLevel agencies, then you don't go talking to the end user customers, except as getting voice of the customer. What does it need to do? Your actual people you're selling to are other HighLevel agencies. So in the Alan Dibb 9-point marketing plan, point 1 and point 2 are who is the target market and what is the message. It's the part of the decision matrix that Devin Tracy teaches about how you decide what your target market is, who your audience is, and what your message is, what that compelling offer, what that no-brainer offer is, the offer that would make them feel dumb saying no, You have to figure those things out so that you can decide of your 9 business models, what business do you want to be in? And I've been asked several times, so what of the 9 business models, what is the fastest path to cash? My response is, well, let's talk about fastest path to cash and also most stable path to cash, because without talking about the second one, this one might lead you down a wrong path. So for example, if you already have a massive audience, a massive following, and so you have the opportunity to use a pure affiliate model, and you were to say, hey, audience, I love you all. You've been listening to my content. By the way, I use this thing called HighLevel as part of my way I do reputation management, or as part of the way I do whatever it is you do, social media management. You should try it out. And people are going to sign up for through your affiliate link, and it's probably the fastest path to cash for you. But for those of us who don't have that audience, it's the slowest path to cash. On the other hand, if you have that huge audience and you say, hey, people, you should sign up, but they sign up and then they never implement it, they never use it, you're very likely to have a high turnover. You'll have a high churn rate. Thus, it's the least stable path to cash. So you might get a high opt-in rate initially, but you're probably going to get a lot of cancellations. The advantage of the value-added affiliate over the pure affiliate is because your audience is paying attention to you because of HighLevel, you're probably getting a high adoption. So it might be a slower path to cash because you have to build audience trust that you know what you're talking about the platform, that you're the one that can teach them how to use the platform. But it might very well be the most stable path to cash, even though it's the slowest, because although the commission on each individual subscription is low, because you've been so instrumental in them implementing it, they're unlikely to churn on you. In the 4 agency models, if you already have some really good relationships with potential clients for agency kinds of services, copywriting, web design, those kinds of things, those SEO, social media management services are high value services you can charge a premium for. And so making 2 or 3 or 4 sales of that might be a much faster path to cash. And if it's built on existing relationship, they're very probably going to be long-term stable relationships. On the other end of that spectrum, over here on business model 3, your subscriptions rate is probably going to be significantly smaller. So instead of having a handful of clients that are paying you a premium, you have a large number of clients paying you a little bit. You might generate some initial sales quickly, but then if you don't get with the pure affiliate model, if you don't get the adoption rates, then you end up getting churn. So it might be a fast path to cash, but not stable. So that's enough of that to make my point. Is the fastest path to cash for you is going to be unique to you. It's going to be unique to the business decision you've already made about who your target audience is and how you want to serve them. But without also asking what is the most stable path to cash, that fastest path to cash question is an incomplete question. So I'm Keith Bashirs. I help people who use HighLevel for their business model 0, find the right way to use it for their situation. And I help HighLevel agencies, people who are making any one of the 9 business model offers, find the right way to use it, position it, market it, and implement it for their customers. I'm Keith Bashirs, Bald Guy Marketing. And I run with Devin Tracy a program called GHL Business Launch, and and a process called the GHL Business Launch, and the program inside it is OmniHub Challenge. So, what business do you want to be in? Who do you want to serve? How do you want to serve them? Those are the critical questions in your decision matrix about how to use HighLevel as your business to serve other businesses.